All things ain't what they used to be. Where did all the blue skies go? All this is the way we go. From the lonely souls. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. Oil wasted on the oceans and upon our seas. Fish go mercury. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. Radiation underground and the sky. Animals that search for still live on. All things ain't what they used to be. What about this overcrowded city? How much more do you want me? Can't you stay?
I almost had to listen to that whole thing, y'all. Salutations, everyone. This is the butterfly. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Well, let's get right into it. And as I already stated in the description, I do not own the rights to this music. This is Mercy Me by Marvin Gaye. You know, because I used to play music when I first started my show. When I first started, doing my show, I used to play, different songs, that inspire me that I feel like would go perfect with the title. And then I started getting like these little notifications from YouTube telling me, I'm copyright infringement and blabbity blab. And I'm like, okay, well, I see other people doing it with the music, so I'm gonna try this and see how it works out, okay? Because I like to bring the music back up in my show. Okay, so now as the title states, we're gonna talk a little bit about my CBD products, which are available on my website, and you can look. I believe I put my website down in the description. And on my website, you can also book readings. You can, order. You can, and I deliver myself. So whatever the messages come through or whatever, and if you're having any issues with your purchase, just come back here and leave me a comment, and I will be sure to get that. But you can also leave me a message on my website, and just pop on over there and look at a couple of products that I have going on. I'm going to be talking about them today, so let's get right in. And as you know, my platform is about CBD product requirements. Sorry, guys. As you guys know, my products are about CBD, and healing, wellness, just products to support, wellness and, your quality of living. And a lot of people, they live with pain. They have to take a lot of medications that have a lot of negative side effects. Okay. Um, this is a good alternative. My products are a good alternative uh, to maybe your pain medications that you're taking, maybe something like a Percocet, a Vicodin, something of those natures, even gabapentin, because I myself used to take gabapentin because I have herniated disc, and I would take gabapentin and ibuprofen religiously. Okay, not to mention muscle relaxers, and there is quite a bit of side effects just with gabapentin alone. All right, such as you can look up the side effects. Um, Also with ibuprofen, and as many of you know, people who support my channel, I had a bout with kidney failure due to a urinary tract infection. So please, people, you know, um, always go get your health checked out if you don't feel well. You don't have to take everything that they offer you, but if it's a life saving procedure or whatsoever, I advise you just go ahead and do that. And do that and just send healing waves back to your body and trust that your body will right itself. Just never give up on your body. No matter what your ailment is, never give up on your body. And that's one thing I want to stress. Uh, to never give up on your body. However, if you're not feeling well and, maybe within 2 days, go and see a professional. Or if, something has changed, like your eating habits, you're not feeling like eating, you're very thirsty, things of that nature, you need to go and just get a workup to see what's going on with you, okay? All right, well, so with that being said, let's talk about my CBD oil. Okay. Now I don't have a label on this one. My label is in progress. Okay. Some of my labels are handwritten. Some of them I print out of the computer. I just haven't fallen in love with a label yet. Did I say handwritten? Okay, I might have said handwritten, but if I didn't, some of them are handwritten, and I haven't quite fallen in love with the label yet. So I am going to be uh, using the label that is available to me. You know what I'm saying? My spirit guide told me to use my resources, okay, to kind of like watch my overhead because like I am everything. I'm HR. You know what I'm saying? I'm shipping. I'm everything. So I have to watch all of the areas of my business. You know, they have to make financial sense, okay? While I'm trying to keep my products reasonable so that people can afford to take their healing into their own hands. Now, this oil you can find on my website. This is a 1 ounce tube of oil. Okay, my product is made in small batches. Okay, so a lot of my stuff is made to order. If it's not oil or whatever the case, all right. Um, and this is good for. I use this for pain, for mood support, like if you suffer with anxiety, or is this is very good for anxiety, okay? Or if you're an empath like me and you have to like help to guard your energies and to smooth out the energies that you're receiving, especially when you open yourself up to uh your environment. It helps you to smooth out the energies that that you're receiving. So in addition to that, you get wonderful restorative sleep. Okay, just one dropper. Let me show it to you. One full dropper. The new batch that I ordered, the new jars that I order, I'm gonna make sure that they have like the dosage stripes, just because I just like them. Just it makes it better to explain to you how many milligrams that you can take or whatsoever. But if you're a beginner at this, of I would take half of this. Okay. and wait about 10 minutes and see how it does you, because it will make you drowsy. This formula will make you drowsy. However, I sold out of the creativity formula that I had. I have to make some more. I have a formula that you can take and it won't make you sleepy. It'll actually help you if you're doing activities such as like studying, doing research. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that you really need to have a sharp mind for. Okay, it really helps with that. It helps with multitasking, and but I'll have to make more of this. This one, however, is for pain, anxiety, and sleep aid. All right, and the creativity one also helps with anxiety too. It helps to maintain an upbeat mood balance. Okay, not manic, but just upbeat, pleasant. Receptive, calm. And we have my infusion butter. Okay, this is also available on my website. You can use this for all kinds of pain, including neuralgia. I know a lot of people suffer from nerve pain. Maybe you've gotten into an accident, or just some kind of neurological disease or affliction that makes it hard for you to get around physically. This is your best friend. Okay, and it works within 10. All of my products work at least within 10 to 15 minutes, guaranteed. Okay, guaranteed. Now, if you suffer with chronic pain, I would advise, like, if you're just recovering from some kind of accident or something of that nature, or like you've had a sprain, I would advise that you stay ahead of the pain, and what I mean by that is you would take more than your normal dosage. And because we all know that rest helps the body to recover. So I would advise, okay, that you stay ahead of the pain by taking at least a dosage every 4 to 6 hours. Okay. And what else do I have here? Oh, and I have my can of butter. And my cannabis salt. This is like a spot treatment. Like you can travel with this. If you're out, you have a long day at work. Some people, they do hairdressers. People who work with their hands, or they're on their feet a lot, or they maybe they're sitting down in an uncomfortable position. This will help. You could just like take a little and rub it on whatever area that is, hurting you, and within 10 to 15 minutes, you'll find relief from your pain. One thing to note about that, I had a lady, I don't know if I said something about that in my other video, where they had cold air, blowing directly on the afflicted area. And what happens with cold air, whether it be like just regular frigid air, or maybe the air conditioner, um, the muscles will contract, okay, to try to warm up. That's what, the muscles will contract very tightly, and that will cause pain, so just be mindful of that. Okay. And lastly, well, not lastly, you know, um, I still have my soap on deck. I'm going to be making a couple more batches of this. Uh, I've reduced the price of this one because I sold out of my harvest, my passion harvest. So these are the ones that I had from before. Still beautiful, still lovely ingredients. This is my CBD soap. And these, they give you a mild muscle relaxant when you take a hot shower with it. And it has beautiful ingredients, all natural. I use aloe vera, like the plants, in this soap. So it's a beautiful humectant soap that does not dry out your skin like a lot of the commercial soaps. And uh, I hope you love it. I've been getting good reviews out of it. And, if you try it, I would love to hear all the feedback on all of the products that I have. Okay. And let me just jump right into the other subject that I felt like I wanted to talk about, that I see happening, but I don't really see people addressing. And that is the side effects of all of this information that is being received, throughout the world. Okay. Um, it has just changed a lot of people's perspectives, and it's changed a lot of people's lives. And there's been some positive effects as far as you're finding out the truth about things, because I would rather the truth about things. However, the truth is not very pretty. Okay, it's not very pretty in some cases. Some of the information that we have learned has uh, it's like really just erased everything that you may have grown to uh, have been told to be true, or believed to be true, whatever the case may be. So it's a lot of just shock happening, shock and disenchantments with life, and I realize that, all of this information is really, in some areas it's good, because, well, in all areas it's good, I want to say, because you need to know the truth. You need to know what really happened, in order to not repeat some of the mistakes that have been made, in our past. We don't want to repeat them in the future. So, in that respect, um, I would agree with the truth being told, because that would be the best route, because lies would have to be compounded. And what I mean by that is that when you tell one lie, you just gonna have to tell a whole host of lies to cover up the lie that you initially told. Which is what they did. It's like they are diabolical. Okay. Whoever said evil was stupid. Okay, these people, these beings are diabolical. It's just like layers and layers of lies. And it's like when you go so far, when I think of, if someone has spent their life in a profession, for example, like a doctor, you spend years and years and years to become a doctor, years out of your life. And just to connect with that, I watched this show, and one of the contestants, he talks about how, um, while he was going to school, it was like that was his life. He lost his friends, he got distance from his family, he missed a lot of important moments in his family, such celebrations and things of that nature, because at the end of the day, that's what holds value, right? So imagine spending like 20 years building this belief system, or or this structure of idealism in your world, and only to find out it was just like a pack of lies. It's like you're in the Wizard of Oz, and there's a little man behind the curtain controlling everything, and you know what I'm saying, you are stunned. It's like, where do you go from there? What's true, what's not true? And it's like being in a place where you just have no idea uh which direction to go, and some of the things that you may have grown up with, like it being a part of your childhood, and you find out that it's bad, or it has negative energy attached to it. It's like, fuck, I can't have anything. I was reading a comment that one of my subscribers had left, last time I was on was saying that, she feels guilty every time she eats. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. I understand that because at first, when I found out about everything that was going on about, just losing how energy works and uh transfers of energy and things of that nature, and what they've been putting in the food, and what companies are responsible for doing what to the food. And it was a journey. It was a just trying to find something that these people don't own and that they haven't got their dirty little mittens on. And I was just like, man, it's like, if I don't buy anything to support these people, I wouldn't buy it. It's like there's nothing that they don't own. Okay, there's nothing that they don't own. And it's like, how the fuck did we get here? It's like we can't just only blame them. Okay, we allowed them to steer our ship here. Okay, we allowed it. You know what I'm saying? So like that is a part of it. Of course, people are angry. I mean, I was angry. Being lied to, being misled. I felt like time was wasted. And I want to reclaim my time. And then just all of these things, especially when the lockdown happened, people had a lifestyle, people had a social life, people had, a living that they were making, and all of that changed after the pandemic. Everything changed, just like even the motivation to want to do certain things, it has changed. Like when you find out that you're going to school and they're telling you a bunch of bullshit that is not going to help you, but that is putting you in debt, you are like, what is the point of going to school? Like it's like now, now mind you, I loved being in school, like in college, and doing my best. I absolutely loved it because, I felt that I was accomplishing, that I was proud, to be doing something, becoming a professional, working on my career. And it was like pretty much the same thing. You miss out on things when you're going to school. Okay, you miss out on things. But my point is this: I was watching a video today, and this guy, he was going to a university of some such to get like a certification to be able to take people uh, to historical sites, ancient historical sites, right? Now, this person, like myself, has read, I mean, they're well read. They're basically self taught in a lot of areas in their life. Okay. And so they know things. And the way how you do research is you correlate information. Okay. Because it's like, okay, if you have five people uh all over the place, right? And only three of the and something happens, something globally happened, and everyone knows and they write about it, right? And three of them have most of the same information, then you follow that thread. Okay, you follow that thread. Now, if there is a spot in the second, I mean the fourth or the fifth one that may not have that information, but may have information that none of the three have, then you can like give a cursory look, you can see where it leads. But the meat of the information, because it's collaborated by these people, it's really, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of look over here and see what you can see. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, well, that's my research method. Okay, because when you self-taught, you have to sometimes when you're looking for when you're trying to find how to do something or the definition of something, it within the definition or instructions, it leads you to something else, and that is how this awakening has been. When you find out one thing, it leads you to something else. When you find out this thing, it leads you to another thing. So I decided I'm gonna do a show called "So What," because some of this shit is like it happened so long ago. What are we supposed to do about this information, and how? Even more importantly, how is this information gonna help us today? Okay, so it's like I'm ready for us to get to the point where we're not wasting fucking time anymore on lies and just like really getting to it, but that's another show. I digress. But there's so many changes, and it's like you have to let go of the past because it's an ending of that way. It's that way of being, and find ways to look forward to the new way of being, and I know for me, some of the changes have been kind of disorientating. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, they took, for instance, I had this place I would go every Sunday, right? It's like they call it Reggae Sundays. I love my Reggae Sundays. Okay, they would play good music. I would just love it, just entertaining. And after the pandemic, a lot of places didn't open back up. And that was one of them. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Cause like going out is so different now. It's more about like the people are sitting down and it's hookah and they listen to Meg Stallion or whatever the hell his name is. Okay. I don't you know what I'm saying? That's not my zhuzh. That's not my jam. And the butterfly like to have fun. So like it's just there's so much things change. Thank you, honey. So much things change as far as maybe even family dynamics. You realize that a couple of people in your family they wasn't trying to listen to you when you was telling them stay away. You know what I'm saying? From yeah, just don't get vaccinated. Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I was watching a something on the news the other day, and this mother was accusing the COVID shot uh, for being responsible for the death of her young athletic daughter. So I'm just like, oh no, I just have to have my fingers crossed that the people I really love dear, they just I hope they got placebo. Really. I really hope they got placebo because that was hard. Some people they was talking about how they didn't get invited to like family gatherings because they was against the vax. So it was a lot of division. It was a lot of it wasn't just awakening to the lies that the government told. It was awakening to like all kinds of dynamics that within your life that you may not have really paid attention to or realized. Because nobody could tell me that people would not listen to me when I would tell them not to do it. And why. you know I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And even like I was when I was going through the periods of like trying to tell people information or whatsoever, like now in hindsight I really can't be mad at them. And if I didn't let that go, if I didn't get off of that train of just like pushing. Oh, you need to be supportive of them because of this and because of that. I mean, listen, at this, I don't blame them because at this point, I'm not really seeing, what I need to see. Yes, they have these celebrities setting themselves on fire. They making the devil set himself on fire and whatnot. But that's just like the entree. You know what I'm saying? That's not even an entree. That's like them little shit it's like hors d'oeuvres. Like the waiter coming around and they have little shit you could just snatch off the table and snatch off the tray if you want. But they're not really setting out the motherfucking entree. Okay? They're not really setting it out. It's like a slow walk. So now, first we was on Diddy. We was on Diddy and all the stuff that he been doing, grooming these young R&B singers that be staying at his house for boot camp. you know, and I'm like, okay, all right. So now it's out there that he basically was molesting these young boys. Why he not locked up yet? Why is he not locked up yet? Why is the parents of these children not locked the fuck up yet? Like, I'm just so sick of the drag on this shit. The drag is ridiculous. And then they have these immigrants that they have on these videos that they're actually fighting the police. They throwing shit at the police like this one video. They freaking threw like a book bag upside this lady cop head. And I'm looking at this shit. They spent like almost 20 minutes trying to arrest one guy, like four New York City cops. Now, if any of you know anybody from New York City or you're from New York City, or just go and look at a New York City cop arrest, I want to say 2021, 2022, shit, even early 2023, okay, of a citizen of New York City, all right? I want you to just go and look how they give it up. The New York City police. All right. So for me to see them basically just a lot, they might as well have just lied on and just let these people just throw shit at them and do whatever. Like it's crazy. Because I have seen them damn near break a young boy arm for jumping the turnstile because he didn't have money to pay to get on the train. And these motherfuckers never put a cent into this country. Came over here free. They getting room, board, credit card, God knows whatever the fuck else they get. Right? And got the nerve to be fucking yelling in their police face, throwing shit at them, and nobody got shot. Nobody got like abused. I am flabbergasted. It just like everything just seems so weird. Okay. It's so weird. And I'm just like, how long is it going to take for them to just straighten this shit out? You know? And as far as the eating, I just had to just decide I'm going to eat whatever my body calls for. And I'm going to enjoy my life, you know? Because realizing that these extraterrestrials, these, you know, Elohims, these angels, these beings, they done came down here and shortened our lifespan to only 120 years when we used to live thousands of years. No wonder we can't really evolve in one lifetime. Okay. And we're so easily manipulated like children. And I'm going to say we because I was there too. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. It's like, and it's kind of hard because like the reason why a child can have joy when they see magic is because they don't know how the magic is being done. You know what I'm saying? It's still magic to them. But when you find out how the trick is done, it shouldn't just take all the magic out of it. I hope you get me when I say that. So it's hard finding the magic, but I realize we gotta create new magic. Okay, we gotta create new magic, and that's the part that's being a little bit difficult, especially when we haven't gotten the justice yet. It's like we want the justice. We want the justice. It's really like hard to just go back to not, paying attention to it when it needs to hurry up and fucking stop so we can get to the good stuff. I want to get to the good stuff. All right. This is like people passing away. Everything is changed. It's changed so much, and um, I just want to tell people I understand. I understand a lot that's been going on, and I'm sending you big hugs. I'm sending you big hugs like I'm sending myself. Okay. When I was going through all of that, I even had to create a shirt, which this is available on my website. Okay. It says, I just recovered from the rabbit hole. Almost forgot to be happy learning that shit. Okay. This is available on my website. Don't forget to put the size that you want and everything when you go on the website for purchase. It is down in the description below. Okay, and I'm just gonna pull a few cards. I'm gonna do a darkness, dawn, and light spread just to see what the universe wants to tell us about, you know, this situation, this great awakening. Okay. And Spirit wants to tell us what we don't see, but we're going to begin to understand, and what will come to the light, what will be clear for us to see. Okay. Okay, that's Five of Cups. So basically, in the darkness, this we got a lot of disappointment. Okay, which of course we're in the darkness of disappointment. But we don't see that there is two more cups. Okay, that are full over here. We don't see that there are two cups full over here. Okay, right here. All right, and if you look here, she is willfully pouring her emotions down the drain. Okay, so it's a waste. It's a waste to focus on what didn't work out, what didn't, uh, you know, what's not what we thought it was. Okay, the things that we have to change our feelings about, the relationships that we lost, okay, that we have to let go of. It's not, we don't see that there is something new and better, okay, just around the corner. We just don't see it. So we're just willfully pouring our beautiful light down into the darkness of our dark emotions, okay, negative emotions. So it's just wasting. Just that's just wasting. So we don't see that. We don't see that we're just wasting our energy on bullshit. Okay. We don't see that. Okay. Dawn. This is coming to the understanding, okay, that this has been a long time coming. All right. There is so much beauty around us, so much things manifested that is coming towards us. We are so close. Okay. We're so close. You don't know that we're 80% there. We are 80% there. The changes are already been made. We just don't know it yet. It's just there. You know what I'm saying? It's there. I feel like it's in like it's the moon. I'm just being drawn to up here because in this card the pentacles are like the moon cycles. Okay. Something to do with the moon cycles, Eight of Pentacles. I don't know. It's like we're gonna be beginning to see something about the moon. Something about the moon and how it affects us down here on the earth. Hmm. I'm gonna just leave it there. And what will be in the light? Ooh. Death, rebirth. Yeah, we're going to be seeing the falling away of the old ways, like I said, and just the beginning of the new. Just everything is going to be new and different, and exciting, I believe. Okay. And I feel like we'll be stronger for it. We're going to see the strength, we're going to see the resilience in ourselves. Okay. And just like do away with things that no longer serve us because it's over. It's not going to even be available. It's like that club I love to go to on Sunday. It's not going to be available. So we're going to have to find something else that, we didn't even know we liked. We're going to have to start like expanding our horizons for real, for real. Okay, I feel you on that. Feel you on that, spirit. Okay. That was great advice. Very nice. Okay. Now, if you want any of the products that you have seen on my video, if you'd like a tarot reading, everything you can find on my website, which is in the description below, www.hempbutterfly.com. And if you have any issues at all, please do not hesitate to come back to this video or any video and leave me a comment letting me know that whatever the issue is. And you can also leave a comment on my website. Okay? So I want to thank you for being here when you can be anywhere else. The butterfly loves you. Namaste.